see today how we can deploy application on top of PaaS services. Okay, PaaS. What is that? PaaS means app services. Okay, so what we'll do, this application. Okay, we'll discuss. Let us finish the class first, then we'll see what it is. So what I'm saying here, like how we have deployed our .NET web application. Okay, how we have deployed our .NET web application, same like that we can deploy our application on top of PaaS services also. What we can do, we can deploy on top of PaaS services as well. Okay, so we have deployed our .NET web application on IaaS service, right? .NET web application on IaaS service, that is what? That is virtual machines, right? Virtual machines. This we have done. In the same way, what we can do sometimes depends upon project requirement. Okay, depends upon the project requirement. Okay, we may need to deploy the .NET web applications on app services also. Okay, so virtual machines comes under IaaS category, IaaS, and app services comes under the PaaS category. Okay, this comes under where? App services comes under the PaaS category, platform as service. Okay, so what we'll do now, I'll just open the .NET web application here. Okay, this one is our application. I'll just open our .NET web project. This is the complete project that we are having, right? So this project only we have deployed on top of our virtual machines, right? So what we'll do, let me check whether this project is completely correct or not. Okay, see what I'm saying here, Azure App Services. Okay, Azure App Services is one of the ready-made built-in services that we are having in cloud computing platform, wherein we can use these app services to deploy, host our web applications. Okay, Azure App Services, okay, lets us create apps faster. Okay, it lets us create app faster with one of a kind cloud service to create enterprise ready web applications. To create enterprise ready web applications and mobile apps quickly and easily for any platform or device and deploy them on a scalable and reliable cloud infrastructure. So this app services is absolutely one ready-made service that we are having. That service will deploy. Okay, and then what we'll do, we'll host this .NET web project on top of the app services. Azure App Service is an HTTP based service. It's an HTTP based service for hosting web applications, REST APIs, and mobile backends and mobile backends. We can develop in our favorite language. Okay, be it .NET, .NET Core, Java, Ruby, multiple languages it supports. App services supports multiple languages. You can develop the applications directly on top of these app services, or else okay, you can develop the applications like this in Visual Studio, and this web applications you can host on top of app services also. Okay, and this app services is supporting variety of different languages. Okay, .NET Core, Java, Ruby, Node, JS, PHP, Python, etc. Okay, applications run and scale with ease on both Windows and Linux based environments, whatever it is, fine. App services not only adds the power of Microsoft Azure to our applications such as security, load balancing, auto scaling, and automated management, we can also take advantage of its DevOps capabilities, like what we are doing now. Okay, such as continuous deployment and from Azure DevOps, GitHub, Docker, etc. All these things we can do even for the app services also. With app services, we pay for the Azure compute resources that we use. Okay, whatever the compute resources. See, when these app services we are deploying, some inbuilt infrastructure would be there. Okay, that will be part of this app services when we are creating an app service in cloud. Okay, so see, implementation. Okay, steps to deploy .NET web application in cloud computing PaaS. Okay, in cloud computing, PaaS means app services. Okay, so create a .NET web application in on-prem. This is our .NET web application in on-prem. On-prem means in our E drive in our laptop. Okay. E drive in our laptop. Okay. This is an application we are creating. Open Visual Studio in laptop, create new project, ASP.NET Web Application, .NET Framework, set the path. Okay, this project we have created. This is what this project is. Okay, you have to do like this. Open Visual Studio. Okay, and then follow these steps. These steps you have to follow. Create a new project, ASP.NET Application, .NET Framework. Step by step you have to follow, and this project will get created. Next, what I'll do, I'll build this project. Okay. Next, what it is doing in step 2, migrating or hosting .NET applications in cloud. Okay, migrating or hosting also you can say. Search for app services in Azure portal and deploy an app service in Azure portal. Okay, ensure that you deploy an app service plan that will support the custom domain. Okay, fine. So what I'll do here, I'll go for my cloud platform. I'll go here for portal.azure.com. Okay, I'll say here portal.azure.com. I'll take this subscription. Okay, Azure account. Okay, I'm just coming to my default directory. I'm having a lot of directories here. So it won't ask you this step. No need to worry. Directly you can make a login. Okay, you will see directly this only for your subscriptions. No need to be worried. Then what I'll do here, I'll go and I'll search for app services. I'm searching here for app services. See, I got the app services here. Click on create. Okay, click on create. I'm saying here web app. I'm saying here what? Web app. Okay, create a web app here. Okay, so what I'll do here now, in this web app, I'll create the web application. Search for app services in Azure portal, deploy an app service in Azure portal, ensure that you deploy an app service plan that will support the custom domain also if required. Yes, obviously. In your real-time projects, even you need to deploy the custom, you need to take care of custom domains also. Now click on browse after the app service got deployed to check whether the app service is up and running in Azure portal. Okay, so let us first deploy the app service. Okay, I'm saying here the resource group as Naresh RG. I'll take here name as Naresh. Okay, Naresh web project. Okay, Naresh IT web project. I'll take it as this one. Fine. I have developed this project using the code, right? This is all coding now. So I'm just saying here code runtime stack. See, you can develop this app services using .NET. In .NET, these many frameworks are there for you. So like you know, .NET ASP.NET 3.5, 4.8, 6, 7, 8, anyone you can choose. Then it supports Java also, Java language also. It supports Node.js also, PHP, Python. See, multiple languages. You can take anyone as per your requirement, as per your project. I'm just going with .NET ASP.NET version 4.0. Obviously, Windows. Okay, my project is in Windows operating system. I'm taking here Windows. And normally .NET, if you are taking mostly .NET projects will be in Windows only most of the times. Okay, region, any region you can pick here. I'm just taking here East US. Okay, Windows plan. Okay, here it is giving me some plan name here. See, app service plan pricing tier determines the location, features, cost, and compute resources associated with your app. So when this app services is running, it means that it is sitting on top of some server, on top of some infrastructure, na guys. Like it app services also needs compute, networking, processing. Okay, all these things. So when you are creating this app services, here only the inbuilt infrastructure is also getting created. That is not visible to us. That is not, not required basically. Okay. Azure will take care of the inbuilt infrastructure. Just we have to, set up this pricing plan and this Windows plan. You can give any name. See, this giving this name. If you want, you can say here, Naresh IT web project. Okay. Say here, okay. Then this is what the main component here. This is what the main component pricing plan. Now, multiple packages you are having. Like when you go for a mobile recharge, you are having multiple packages for mobile recharge, na? Right? So what they will do, Okay, for 400 rupees, you will get daily 1 GB data and in unlimited calls like this, something else. Now, here is the catch. See, it is charging you shared D1, shared infrastructure. Okay, if you are taking this plan, 745 rupees per month. This is estimated. This is not the exact amount you will get. Something above or below, some 50 rupees above and below you will get. This is just an estimated amount. What it is giving, it is if you are choosing this one, then it is setting up a shared infrastructure for your app service, 60 CPU minutes per day included. Okay, 60 CPUs minutes per day included. Or if you're taking basic B1, this plan, then it is charging you 4,299 rupees per month, and it is taking you 100 memory, 1.7 GB, and one virtual CPU. Okay, one virtual CPU. Okay, 1.75 GB memory and 100 ACU CD stick. Like this, if you take the larger configuration, like if you take 8 GB memory, two virtual CPUs, then see how much it is charging you, 18,059 rupees per month. If you are taking 1.75 GB, then it is charging you 5,733 rupees per month. So the higher configuration you take, the higher will be the charges. If you take here 256 GPU, 256 GB memory, 32 virtual CPU, it is charging you how much? How much it is? 3,17,379 rupees. 3,17,399 rupees. So like this, the charges are like this, the charges it will be. And how we'll decide this one depends upon our application criticality. Okay, how many users are logging to our applications, how many concurrent users are there in our application, and what is the data, and how frequently the web applications would be accessed. Some applications are very critical. Okay, some applications are medium, some applications are very rarely accessed. So it depends upon the application. We'll decide which package we want. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just take this one. Okay, so it is free of cost. It is giving me free 60 CPU minutes per day. Okay, I'll just take this one. Because why I'm taking this one, in my application, no live users would be there. Just this is I'm deploying as part of the demo. Okay, yes, this all subscriptions will be given by client only, Akhil. Fine. So I'll just take this one. Next, I'll click on database. No, I don't need any database here. Okay, my intention is just to host the application here on app services. This database deployment, database integration with your web application will be taken care by database team. It will be taken care by database team. So I'm just clicking on next here. Okay. Now, if you want your developers to deploy the code directly on your web application with GitHub account, then you can say here enable, and you can pass all your GitHub details. If you're having an account on GitHub, then you can integrate your GitHub account with this web application so that your developers can deploy the code directly on your web application from GitHub account only, or else they have to do it from here. Okay, from their on-prem, they have to make the changes, they have to build the code, and then they have to deploy it. Multiple options we are having. This is for GitHub. Next, networking, enable public access. Okay, yes, as of now, I'm saying here, once the user is onboarded to our Active Directory, then he would be able to access our web application app services. Okay, after he after he became a member of our Azure Microsoft Intra ID. Previously, we call it as Active Directory. Now we are calling it as Microsoft Intra ID. Next, monitoring. This is what application insights. This is application insights. What is this application insights here? See, if you want to know the details of your web application, how it is performing, how it is behaving, how many users it is addressing, and concurrent users, how it is handling, all these informations if you need, then you have to say here application insights as yes. Okay, application insights as yes, and it is keeping all these insights where in this East US region, the same place where we are deploying our web application. Next, this is tags. Tags are the titles. Okay, kind of information you will pass here to for your future references. Next, say here review plus create, and then click on create here to deploy the web application. So what I'm doing now, I'm deploying a web application here. So I have taken the free package here. Okay, see, SKU I have taken free here. So let us see whether free will work out or not. If not, then we'll deploy this web app again with some higher pricing package. Okay. And this is what, guys, this is my paid subscription. This demo I'm showing here in my paid subscription. Okay, it will charge me. Okay, so that's why I've taken the free package. You can try in your free trial also, it doesn't matter. See, this is what my paid subscription. Okay, this is my paid subscription and I have got some billing also. Okay, current cost it is showing 0, but if you come here, if you see my last bills, this is my last bill. 2,186 rupees was my last bill. So I'll just keep this subscription in emergency purposes. Okay. So I'm just showing this demo in my paid subscription as of now. So let me go here and let me wait for the app services to get deployed. Okay, it got deployed now. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll go to the web application. Okay, Naresh app. This is my URL. I'll copy this one and see by default, some application is hosted. Some application came here. This is some application. Carefully see. This is what my web app services URL. Okay, I copied this URL. I come here and I have posted. So by default, some application which has been given by Microsoft for my app service. Some application is been given by Microsoft for my app service. Okay, good. This is fine. Now, what I'm saying here, now, okay, I want this project web application to come here. So whenever I'm taking this URL, then instead of this web application, this should come. So what I'll do first, I'll build this application here. Okay, I'll build the solution here. Hold on for a minute. Okay, so build started at this one. Okay, so is build completed or not? Okay, so now it is succeeded. It is succeeded. So what I'll do now? Okay, I'll just go ahead and I will run this project. Okay. Yes, yes. Layout, it is inside the project. Layout.cstml is a file where we are doing the web page coding in the HTML code. That is basically the file HTML file. You will see that inside the project. Guys, I have uploaded this complete project in the Google Drive. Please go ahead and download the project from Google Drive. So see, this is my web application. This is my web application. So this web application I'm getting when I run this project in my on-prem, but I want this web application, this project completely hosted on top of this app services in cloud, and after it get hosted, when I copy this URL and I paste, then I should not get this web application. I should get a what? This web application. That how we are doing, I'll show you. Okay, fine. That how we are doing, I'll just show it to you guys. Okay. I have given already. I have given long back, guys. 1 minute, hold on. Naresh, Azure DevOps. See, .NET Web Project for DevOps. This I have given long back. You have not downloaded. I have shouted in the class also. Please download, download, download. Okay. Please download this project, guys, and open in Visual Studio. Visual Studio 2022 Enterprise Edition must and should be there in your laptop. Okay, guys. See, most of our demos, okay, we are doing with the .NET. Okay, with the .NET. So Visual Studio 2022 Enterprise Edition, you have to download in your laptop. Compulsory if you want to do the practice. If you want to do the practice. Okay, fine. Compulsory. Even for Git commands also. For Git commands also, you need to download the Visual Studio 2022. Okay, please be clear. Fine. So what I'll do now, I'll come here. I will come here. I'll stop this project. Now, what is my plan? This web application, Naresh IT app, this web application should come here in this place. So whenever I'm using this URL, then this, instead of this default web application, this should come. Okay. How we can do that I'm going to show now. First, stop the application running. Here I have given all the steps. No need to worry. Okay. So see here, I have given all the steps. Okay. You can refer the video recordings also. Okay. I'll just say here. I'll say here, publish. 1 minute. I'll say here, publish. Somewhere I'm having an option here called publish. 1 minute, hold on. Collapse overview, scope. Publish, here it is. See, publish. Okay, click on this publish here. Okay, I'm clicking on publish here. Okay, next what I'll do, it is taking, I'll just say here, this is some default, this is some other subscription. It has been tagged to, I'll say a new profile. I'll go to Azure because my app services is where my app services in portal.azure.com. So I'm saying here what Azure next. Okay. So I want to deploy it on top of app services. I'm saying here app services. I'm choosing here app services Windows next. Okay. Now what I'll do here, I'll take this Microsoft account, this account, ketu.m@gmail.com. Carefully you have to select, guys. See, ketu.m@gmail.com. This is what my portal.azure.com, my Microsoft portal account mail ID is this one. The same, exactly the same I am choosing. If you're not having, obviously you won't be have this one. So what you have to do, click on this knob and say here work or school account. Then it will ask you to pass the user ID and password. Here it will ask you to pass the user ID and password. You have to pass it. But for me, it's there already. For me, it is there already. So what I'll do, I'll take this one and okay, I should say here next now. If you did not find an Azure subscription, make sure you are logged in and there are no errors. Use the account picker on the top right corner account settings. Okay, I'll say here open account settings. I'll take this one. I'll say here add. Okay, I'll take, I'm passing my Azure account, user ID and password. Okay, I'll just pass the password here. Okay, I got an OTP on my mail because it is, what I'm doing, I'm just passing all, I'm going through with the authentication and authorization process so that, okay, it can allow me, so that it can allow me here. Okay. Okay. I didn't get the OTP from Microsoft. Why? I have to get it right. Okay, 1 minute. I have to click on this mail ID. Hold on. I'll get one OTP from Microsoft on my mail, on this mail ID. Just hold on. It will come maybe in 1 or 2 minutes of time. Yeah, I got the OTP now. I passed the OTP 76728082. Say here verify. Okay, it is just going with the authentication and authorization process. Let it be. We'll give some time to it. Okay, it's been authenticated with my mail ID. Click on close now. Fine. Then I'll take a refresh. So it is saying me that no instance existing. Why it is saying no instance existing here? I have to get my resource group here basically. I have to get the resource group. See, in this account, in this subscription, I'm having this resource group now. On top of this resource group only, Naresh RG resource group only, I'm having this app services. It has to show here. It is not getting refreshed actually. It is not getting refreshed properly, guys. Let's go for the next. I'll take here. It's not getting refreshed properly. It has to show the resource group Naresh RG. Okay, if I say here, I create a new one. Okay, I'm taking this resource group, which is already existing. And see this, this is not, I think the free one will not recognize or what? The free one will be not recognized. See here, we have taken this package, if you guys remember. Here it is showing many here actually. So what we have created here now, this one Naresh IT web project, this should come. It is not reflecting, maybe because we have taken a free one. Okay, so that's why it is asking me to create a new one now. Okay. I'll just say here, I'll create one new web app from here also. I'll say Naresh IT Web Project 1515. Okay, I'll give your name as Naresh IT Web Project 1515. Some name I'm giving here. Okay, I'll take this Naresh RG resource group, the same resource group I'm having here. See, this resource group I'm having here, Naresh RG. This resource group I'm taking here. Okay. Maybe you're right, Kumar. Yeah, maybe you are right. Below another option, that is renter credentials rather than entering a new. Here it is somewhere, renter credentials. 1 minute. Let us give it a try, guys. If it is not happening, then for sure, okay, we'll create a new app service from Visual Studio also, because it is not recognizing. It should recognize actually. Things are not getting update properly. It is not taking a proper refresh. Okay, if it is there, then definitely it has to. See, multiple deployments we are having here. What name we have given? Naresh IT Web Project now. Naresh IT Web Project. That is not we are finding here. Acha. No, no, it should take actually. If I do publish here, where it is going, I'm not sure. That's why I'm setting up a new profile here. The build got failed because it is deploying somewhere in old subscription. That's why what I have done, I have taken a new profile, Azure, next Azure App Services, next take this subscription. I have taken this subscription here. It has to come. If it is not coming, so what we'll do, I'll create a new, I'll say here, Naresh IT Web Project 1515. Okay. I'll take a Naresh RG resource book. Hosting plan. Okay. I'll just say here, Naresh app. Naresh app. Location East US. I'll take, yeah, fine. I'll take this one, 1.75 GB memory, or I'll take 3.5 GB memory. Anyone is fine. Say here, okay. Then click on create. Naresh Web Proj 1515. This is a new app service we are creating. Okay. From here also you can, where we are creating in this paid subscription. In this paid subscription. Okay. It is creating an app service here in our cloud computing. So just hold on. When you come to app services, here you will find one more new app service here. Not sure how much time it will take. Hold on for a minute. Done. See, now it has created. Okay, Naresh IT Web Project 1515, it has created. Okay, deployment slots and all that stuff. In this resource group only it has created. I'll take this one and I'll say here, finish. Okay, I'm click on finish here. Okay, so I'll say here, close. See, Naresh IT Web Project 1515. This is what we have created now. Now we'll do the publish here. We'll do the publish. So a new web application we have app services we have created, and we are hosting the project on top of it. Just hold on. Let this publishing gets completed here. Okay, super. See now, this web application which we were seeing in our on-prem, now it got hosted in our Azure Cloud Computing App Service. So come here, take a refresh. See, you're finding here a new app service. We're finding here a new app service. Click on this one. Okay. You can take this URL. You can paste it here now. Same application got opened. Got it, guys? This is leave this one. Forget about this one. This is not getting detected. This we have created. Okay. It got provision in portal.azure.com. And when I copy this URL and paste it in the browser, then I'm getting my .NET web application, which I want to host it in the cloud. That's it. Completed. Completed. Now, if you want to make any changes here, let us take now. If you want to make any changes here, then you can come here. You can make the changes. Okay, let us take here. We are having something, Naresh IT app. What you are seeing, example, Naresh IT app. You want to change this one. You want to make it as something like my first app. Directly you are doing in Visual Studio, my first app. And this also you want to change. Okay. Home, about us. Something small changes I'm making here, not much. Contact, about, and contacts. Just little changes here and there I'm doing here, not much. I'll say here save all. I'll say here build. Okay. Build got succeeded. Right click. I'll say here publish. Now what it will do? It will publish. Just verify here. App service plan. Naresh IT web project 1515. This one. 1515. Okay. And then go here for publish. So whatever the changes you have done little bit here and there, very small changes I have done. I'm not going anything big here. Okay, because this is not .NET training. So publishing is done. Now here in the latest URL, you are going to see the changes what you have done in your homepage. In your homepage. Okay. See, my first app, Naresh IT app was there. Now it is showing what my first app, home, about, contact. It was showing here home, about us, contact us, something. Now I have make little changes here and there. Okay, is that clear, guys? So what we are doing here, directly on the live web application, what I'm trying to say here, directly on the live, sorry guys, live web application, we are making the changes, okay, in Visual Studio and doing the publish in cloud computing app services. Cloud computing app services. This is what it is. Okay. Yes, you can do that also, Kumar. You can do that also. But in CI/CD pipelines, you have to configure the complete app services that you have to keep in mind. Okay. Yeah, you can do. Definitely you can do, but you have to configure the complete app services in your CI/CD pipelines, how we have configured the virtual machines. So if there is a straightforward, simple approach to you, then why unnecessarily you want to go for that longer approach, which will take a lot of time and a lot of resources. Raghukiran, what is this question, sir? Which scenario will go this approach? Normally, we do automate process. No, this is kind of automation only. So whatever the code changes you want, you can do that code changes here, and then you do the publish. If you want to do the publish here automatically as such kind, then here we are having an automation account. Okay, in our cloud platform, in that automation account, we'll call this app services, then that automation account will deploy the code automatically on this app service, whatever we have made the changes here in the Visual Studio. Is that clear? Is that clear? Raghu Kiran? Fine. So now this is the live way that I am showing you. Now in Visual Studio Expand, same thing. If you want to make any changes here, the changes I have shown. Okay. And then finally you click on the build, you click on publish and they finish. Then what will happen here? The changes, whatever you have done, that you are going to see here in your application live in your app services. Okay. Raghu Kiran, in team, assume 10 developers working, then this approach is not good, right, sir? Not good, right, in the sense I can say here, normally you make your changes, okay, and you do the publish. That will be safe if you do the publish. So once you do the publish, then the latest code will be deployed here on your cloud app service. Then whoever developer or DevOps engineer pulling the code, he'll get the latest and updated code. As you have asked for the automation point of view, I have told this one. Okay, multiple ways are there, guys. It depends upon. Okay. Kumar, what is this question? But in prod, we use mostly Azure App Services and Azure Portal to deploy via pipeline. Develop team will not give permissions to deploy from Visual Studio, sir. Yeah, depends. If it is the case in your project, then you have to go with the pipelines only. You have to go with the CI/CD pipelines only. Okay. No, Raghu Kiran, without review and approve, how can we publish? You can publish on low-level environments like dev, QA, pre-prod. Here you can publish it. And once you become senior in the team, like you become 2, 3 years old, then even it will allow you to publish the code directly in the prod also. Okay. Yes, Kumar, you are right. I'm just showing multiple approaches, guys. I'm just showing here multiple approaches. Fine. So what I'll do now, see, as this is my paid subscription. Nah, this is my paid subscription. So now as my demo is completed, what I'll do, I'll just simply go here to the resource group. You also have to do the same thing, guys. Okay. Go to the resource groups. See, this is the resource group. Go to this resource group, click on Naresh RG resource group and click here on delete resource group. Click here on delete resource group. Click on this. The resource group name will get copied, paste, and click on this delete button. That's it. It will get deleted. The complete resource group will get deleted. All these services also gets deleted so that it will stop charging you. Even if you are working on free trial account also, compulsorily you have to do this, because if you delete the resource group, then only it will allow you to create new resources, or else it will not allow you to create new resources. Okay, fine, guys. So next we are having is what? Test plans. Next we are having is what? Test plans. What is test plans? See, quality is an important aspect of software system. Manual testing and exploratory testing continues to be an important technique for maximizing this. In today's software development process, everybody in the team owns quality. Okay. Whichever role you are working with, either you are working with a developer role, manager role, product owner role, end user role, etc. Okay, so quality is an important aspect. So whatever you are giving, whatever the I can say here, like work items, epic is there, issue is there, what all we have seen in our dashboards. Okay, in our dashboards in Azure DevOps. So once you have implemented that, then you have to do the testing at DevOps level. Okay, at least at DevOps level. So Azure DevOps provides a rich and powerful tools to everyone in the team that can be used to drive quality and collaboration throughout the development process. They are easy to use. Browser-based test management solution provides all the capabilities required for planned manual testing, users acceptance testing, exploratory testing, different types of testings we are having in Azure Cloud, in Azure DevOps for the work items that what we have in our boards. Okay, planned manual testing, users acceptance testing, exploratory testing, and stakeholder testing. Okay, you see, guys, this module is mostly relevant to test engineers. Okay, mostly relevant to test engineers. See, when you are developing a project in DevOps, okay, when we are developing a project in DevOps, okay, then the people who are working as test engineers, the people who are working as test engineers, okay, for them this module is more relevant. Okay, for DevOps engineers, three I will say a module or services. Okay, testing module or services here. Okay, is more relevant for them. Okay, so what I'll say here now, I'm saying that the most critical three modules or three services as an DevOps engineer is these three. What is that? These three is, okay, I'll just say here, boards, repos, and pipelines. These three are very, very important. These three are very, very important. This is, now we are going to start this one. I'm not going to go in deep dive also for this module. This is mostly relevant for test engineers, the people who are working as a test engineer or quality testing kind of stuff. For them it is relevant. These three are more important, guys. So do the practice as much as possible. Okay, so that is what I'm saying here. Different types of testing is available. What is planned manual testing? Manual testing by organizing tests into test plans and test suites by designated testers and test leads. Testing carried out by designated users, acceptance testers to verify the value delivered meets customers' requirement while reusing the test artifacts created by engineering team. Testing carried out by development teams, including developers, testers, product owners, and more. Some kind of theoretical information, guys. Please read this one. Okay, so who is doing the different types of testing here? See, planned manual testing, test leads and testers will do this one. Users acceptance testings, mostly DevOps engineers will do after they have developed the functionality, or developers, I can say. Depends, guys. See, in some projects, when you are a DevOps engineer, okay, you may not write the code. You are responsible only for the build and deployments. In some projects, when you are working as DevOps engineers, on an existing code, you have to modify. Existing code, you have to enhance. Existing code, you have to go through. So it depends upon project to project. In some projects, you should be having coding skills required compulsorily. In some projects, you will be just involved in building, deploying, using these all services and all. So it depends upon project to project. Fine. So users acceptance testing, once you have done the code build and code deployment, on a very high level, you will just check whether the functionality is working as expected or not. Okay. And exploratory testing, product owners, developers, UX teams will do this exploratory testing here. Like, they'll just ensure that the functionality, the module, the integration, what we have done with one and another. Okay, let us take, you have developed some HTML page kind of, whether it is working fine or not, that you will do here. Okay, mostly the people here are UX teams, the people who are especially, in designing. Okay, in the big companies, if you take here, we are having separate team for every separate work. Database separate team, networking separate team. Okay, designing separate team, developers separate team, build and deploy separate team. Like this we are having. Okay, in big companies, I can say. And then stakeholder feedback, marketing, sales, leadership teams, the people who are working in pre-sales. I'm not sure whether you know pre-sales or not. So if you take your product-based companies like Microsoft, Deloitte, Google, and all, they will develop their own product and they will catch up with the clients, different people that also corporates only, and they will sell their products. Okay, they are also having good knowledge, not technically, it's at least I can say functional knowledge they would be having very good. So like this kind of, before they are presenting it to the client, any product and all, the pre-sales team and the sales team, marketing team, and all this do the testing here. Okay, so now see, before we are designing the testing for our work items, before we are writing the test cases in Azure DevOps for our work items, there is some little configuration that we have to do. Okay. See, by default, you will not go ahead and you cannot design the uh, testing test cases. You cannot design the test cases. Okay, for the work items. I'm just going back to my uh, organization, 6 p.m. batch organization. CI/CD pipelines we have done in this organization, guys. Because why? Because I'm not having permission here from Microsoft to run the CI/CD pipelines. That's why pipelines I have done here. Now I'm coming back. So pipelines I have done here. Now I'm coming back to my old organization here. And if you come here, if you see here Bank of America project 1, then here we are having some work items now. Many work items we are having. So for these work items, if I want to write the test cases, okay, cancellation of credit card, this is one feature. Then if after this feature has been implemented, I'll just check whether this feature, cancellation of credit card, this functionality is working as expected or not. Means cancellation of credit card, what it needs the details of the user. Okay, it needs the details of the user. Okay, so what it will do, it will just take all the inputs from the end user, and then after the end user gives all the details, when he clicks on submit, example I'm taking, then whether it is giving the relevant output, like your credit card has been cancelled or request has been taken, your card will get deactivated in 24 hours, or like 20 minutes, whatever it is. That is what we are just writing the test cases here in boards. So directly you cannot go ahead and you cannot write the test case. You should be having a special type of permission, special type of access and privileges. Then only you can write the test cases for these work items. Understanding, guys? Is that clear? So that is what we are going to do here. I'll just show that in tomorrow's class. Okay, this configuration we have to do. All these configurations we have to do here. Then we can start writing the test cases. So tomorrow I'll show you how we can write the test cases, how we can design the test case, how we can execute the test cases, how we can pass and fail the test cases in Azure DevOps portal. This all we'll see in tomorrow's class, guys.